Fire signs, welcome. This is your monthly what's going on in May reading. Now, I am going to do it by element, so there'll be 4 readings for each, one for each element. And so this is for the fire signs, so that will be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So let's go ahead, get going. And it's like this the energies for May. Maybe people energies. We'll see. We will see. Fire signs. Fire signs, what the hell's going on? I'm a Sag. What's going on here? Ooh. Okay, fire signs. Hold on 1 second. Thank you. I had to get my water. I don't ever want to be a person, and it's not because I don't know how to edit. I'm not that great at it, but I can, splice together, different, I don't even know the proper terminology, but, different videos. I can put them together. But, I don't want to be the kind that won't show you if I got to go grab my water or if my silly dog barks at someone walking down the street, unless she gets too crazy, because it is super annoying. But thank you for your patience and understanding that I am only human. But fire signs, knowing that I'm a Sagittarius and that this is for me as well. Let's see what the heck is going on here. Okay, now for this row, we have the card Pluto, for the planet Pluto, and that's about transformation, transform. That's what Pluto's about. So it's kind of like the Death card, but not in a bad way. It's like, something old will die, something new will take its place, something false falls apart, something new and better and strong will take its place. So that's what that's all about. So let's just kind of try and see what's going on here. Okay, so for your current energy, we have for our current energy, we have the 8 of Swords. Now the 8 of Swords is about being confused about something, keeping yourself away from something, maybe feeling like trapped up in your head. But it's totally, no one's tied you up here, no one's put the blindfold on you. It's like you're kind of unwilling to make a change to get out of your current situation. Okay? So that's your current energy. I want to say I'm sorry, I'm looking to see how many cups we have. Okay, we got cups, a lot of swords. A little bit of cups, swords. I don't know, it's kind of even. We do have 3 swords, but it is kind of even. Whatever it is, because I'm trying to determine if this is about a relationship. So I don't know. let's just not even go there yet. But if this is about a relationship fire sign, or if it's about a job, or it could be about a friendship, it could be about a way of thinking and a way of doing something, but you are stuck. You are not wanting to change. You are resisting change. You are resisting seeing the truth about something. Okay? And what the Eight of Cups shows me is that you are walking away, moving on from either this person, this situation, or this way of being. You're being advised. The advice from Spirit is to take action. Cut off the binds, cut off the blindfold, come out. You're being advised to really question things. Question your perspective. Question your version of the truth. There's some type of a big transformation taking here, fire signs. And it's going to be shocking to you because I'll use some examples. You may have believed that you could, that you were in a good relationship and that you could trust someone, and then you found out that you couldn't. So now you're an Eight of Swords, not wanting to believe the truth, not knowing what to do. You could have gone to school for 10 years to be in a specific job, and now you've been there 10 years and you realize you were there because your parents wanted to be there and you freaking hate it and it's killing you and it's sucking your soul dry. I could go on and on with examples. So you need to have some type of, something's going to, I can't even say you need to, something's going to happen that's going to take the blindfold off your eyes. Okay? And release you from these restrictions. And it is going to have to be, whether it's an event that makes you change your mind or just you go through a process and you do realize what's going on and you change your mind. I don't know if it's an event. I don't know if it's a process, but I do see you walking away. Again, person, job, whatever. And Spirit's advice is to take action and cut it out. Cut out whatever does not serve you. Okay. So that's what we see in the top row. Fire signs in May. Some type of a transformation. Now, and I think this is kind of showing up in order because after that transformation, we have, for the second row, we have the Jupiter card, grow and expand. So whatever you were in up here, there was no growth, there was no expansion. You were stuck, you were unhappy, it was not serving you. Okay? So take a moment after you've walked away, after you've gone through this, because this looks like I said, whether it's an event or you just come up with it in your head, something's happened or you will make something happen. There will be, what's the word I'm looking for? Consequences. There'll be things that you'll have to deal with. I mean, if you walk away from something, then you'll need to get a new job. You'll need to start a new business. You'll have left a partner. You see what I'm saying? So what the next row is talking about is what is next? What are the next steps? So you are being encouraged to stop and take a moment and heal. What you have been through, I would say, especially with the Pluto card, it was dramatic, traumatic. It really impacted you. I mean, it's changed your whole life. It's affecting every area of your life. Some, maybe are probably worse than others. But you definitely need, and you may not know, you may be like, ripping and roaring and ready and okay, I'm out of that, Take a moment, please. Take a few deep breaths. Look at how you got where you were. Look for the lesson. Why did I stay 10 years in that job when I saw the writing on the wall after 2 years? Well, it was close to the house. It was flexible. I could go pick up the kids. The pay wasn't bad. But for the last 8 years, it was sucking your soul dry. Stuff like that. And then it's like, are you a horrible person? No. I think we've all done that. But when you look for your next job, you'll probably maybe write down a little list and maybe have some questions for the interviewer, and you'll know what to look out for and what to avoid. If it's a relationship that you're leaving behind, how did that happen? What was my part? What is the lesson? Okay? So anyway, after that, you are urged to take a moment to heal, to think, to rest. Process it, whether that is 3 days, whether it's 3 weeks. I mean, if it's a job, maybe you have to go straight to work. Or if you really super duper need a job and you left a job, hopefully you had another one lined up and you can deal with all this, on your off time. Been there, done that. Showed up to work with a smile on my face while everything was falling apart. I think many of us have done that. But anyway, when you get home, if that's the scenario, when you get home, at least you can relax, rest, think, be introspective, and heal. What is the lesson? Heal. Be easy on yourself, but, what is the lesson? I see a lesson here to be more loving, nurturing to yourself, to realize your self-worth, personally, in love, for money. You have the capacity to do so much better. Whatever it was that you just got out of, if you spent a lot of time in it, that time's not wasted. Yeah, it would have been cool if you would have got out sooner, perhaps if that message is for you. But you learned, as long as you learn the lesson, and you are realizing, how valuable, how powerful, how awesome, how smart, how lovable. You're really looking at all the good aspects of you. Do you have a dark side? Do you do some annoying things or whatever? Yeah, we all. But I think you weren't recognizing how awesome and how bomb you were up here. And I think through going through this process, your self-worth and self-love just grows exponentially. And as a result of that, your life just expands. The next job, the next relationship. And you also learned about your perseverance and your stamina. But I think what you also learned is how to balance that. Yes, you have perseverance. Yes, you work for what you want. But now you've learned to put those energies more towards positive situations, scenarios, relationships that you deserve to be in. Who wants to look back and say, yes, I persevered 8 years through a job that I freaking hated because I was scared to leave? Or do they want to say, yes, I persevered. I started my own company with, $5,000 and in a garage. And now after, 5 years, I just made my first $1 million. Which story do you want to tell? Fire signs. So when you persevere and you hang in there and you do all the work and you're committed and you're loyal, make sure that your commitment, your loyalty, and your perseverance is towards something that serves you, not someone else, not some other company, not some other person. So I think there's a real message there. Then, for our last row, we have the third house. Early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communications. I see you having gone through this transition and started this period of growth, self, not only in the job and new relationship or whatever, but self-growth, self-expansion, in love for yourself and what do I want and what works for me and what makes me happy. I see a time where you start to tell yourself the truth. Okay? So you'll have many opportunities as you move forward. Say you left something behind here and it was a big 180. It was a good thing, but it kind of, upturned a bunch of stuff. You rested, you learned the lesson, you expanded, you grew in self-love, self-esteem. And then now you're coming to a place where you are facing the future more balanced. You're looking at things more clearly. So let's say with your next job, with your next relationship, you're going to have opportunities. Say you put out your resume, and I'm using all these as examples. I'm not sure exactly what you walked away from. But say you put out your resume and you get, called, hopefully, by a boatload of people. And you're interviewing, you get some interviews. As you're looking at these opportunities, it is much easier for you now to see which ones might be good ones and which ones might not. Through this process, you've kind of questioned some of your, not MOs, what do you call it? The reasons why you act a certain way and do certain things. Maybe you've worked on some childhood issues. If a parent left young, you may have an abandonment issue, and so you really, really, really need to feel stable and secure. And maybe that's why you stayed in a job or relationship so long, even though you knew it wasn't right. So as you move forward and you grow in love for yourself, when you're looking at the opportunities, you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to interview them, whether it's for a job or a relationship. For a job, you're going to ask them questions. What does the day in a life look like for this position? What would you say is your company's culture? How do people feel about work-life balance? And you're not afraid. Before, you may have been, I can't ask any work-life balance. They're going to think I'm lazy. Stuff like that. But now you're not afraid. You realize you're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. In relationships, you realize maybe the last time you moved way too fast, you didn't really get to know the person. Or maybe even they were hiding who they were at first. I mean, we all try and present our best selves, but maybe that went on for a long time. I mean, you could have been like duped into believing a person was a certain way, or, fooled. And then once you got to know them better, they weren't, but you had already maybe moved in, or even gotten married, or even had kids or something. So anyway, now that you're presented with these opportunities in life, you're no longer wearing rose-colored glasses. You're not putting people up on pedestals where they don't belong to be, where they don't belong. Bad sentence structure. You don't give people loyalty just because. You ask yourself, what do I want? Is this right for me? And I think one of the main things is you just take your time, because it takes time, to see what's going on. So you take your time, you do your research. I mean, I think dates should be like job interviews. I really do. I think there should be a list of questions. Get that shit over with. So, how do you feel about children? What is your relationship with your mother? If they really like you, they could find it amusing. And I don't know if it has to be that straight up cold, but I really do think that dates should be like a job interview. So anyway, you're not fooling yourself anymore. You're not in the dark. You're not feeling confused. You're not afraid. You're not falling victim of illusion. You see everything for what it is now, and you feel much more confident in making better decisions. And through all this disruption, this growth, this new perception, learning the lessons, putting these lessons to work in your life, fire sign, you come to a place where you feel much more confident making decisions about any type of relationships. You love yourself. You value yourself. You know that you are worthy. You know that you deserve the best. And in jobs, you will definitely choose better ones. And you know what? If you make a bad call, or you get duped, or someone misrepresents something, you'll be there for 3 days or 3 weeks, not 3 years. Okay? In relationships, you're going to move slowly. You're going to get to know the person. But if for some reason it doesn't work, you're going to be in it for 3 weeks or 3 months, but not 3 years anymore. Because you know why? You deserve better. And is all this going to happen in May? No. But I do feel like the event may happen, the epiphany, or the event where you have to take off your blindfold and really see what's going on and make a decision and cut out whatever it is that needs to be cut out. I believe that will either start or happen in May. And then I think this is like a heads up advice prophecy for you. I mean, you can do this and, do this top part and go in a spiral and go sleep on someone's couch and drink a lot or smoke a lot of pot and give up. That's an option. Or you can rest, heal, learn the lesson, realize how awesome you are, and grow. So it's up to you. And I hope you do the latter. So that is what I have for you, fire signs, for May. And probably into, the next few months, maybe the next couple of years. But it looks beautiful, fire signs. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.